Y'all! Kiara! What's up, sickos? It's me, it's Vix Bested, and this is Hyperactive. Don't call me Diva. We're a little puffy hand today, so there's not going to be too much motion here, but we're going to do it with this one business finger. Where, by the way, we only talk women's wrestling. I run down the weekly matches of AEW, ROH, all of the women's division. We learn about the wrestlers who face them. And we live in the world of kayfabe here in Divaville. We discuss lore, we make up lore, we fantasy book, we make up songs, we waffle off on tangents, and that's the kind of shenanigans you can expect from Don't Call Moi Diva. It is episode 21 of the show, and it's y'all very excited. So it'll be a little speedy kind of rundown today, but we are very excited. We're going to try and not make it a 3-hour extravaganza. If you need to know more about me, go twaddle off to episode 1 of the show and it will give you some knowledge. Oh, holy flying fraggles, people. Did you have fun? Because I sure did. Now, before you ask, no, I won't be talking about Evolution 2. Like I've said many times before, if you want to know why, go listen to episode 1. I literally just said it before. I would, though, like to congratulate all of the wrestlers in that pepper, especially Naomi, the new champion. Well done. Also Bailey, you have a new home waiting for you over here in Sicko Paradise AEW. If you ever want to shimmy over, we're here for you. The much loved Maki Ito was not in the casino gauntlet, but she was at the show backstage, still close enough to give me hopes of a Maki Ito return. That'd be so cool. I really did want her to enter the gauntlet match and with her song, and she comes out with her microphone, she does the whole thing on the way to the ring. That'd be fucking cool. But we didn't get that. But maybe later. Who knows? Before I continue, in episode 19, I was talking about Jacqueline and I said that she wrestled in FCW in Japan, but that was a total fuck up. I meant to say FMW because I'm a nerd. So I apologize for that, but that was wrong. It's a quick and snazzy rundown of the week leading up to Ring of Honor's Supercard of Honor, and y'all, I swear I'm not going to do that every time. So let's get right into it. And first, everyone, straighten up, because bring the boom, shake your boobs, dynamite. YOSH! The CEO is dressed in all red with gold tassels and adorned everywhere. 4 boats and a jet ski. Monet comes out with just one belt in hand. I don't know why I can't say one without going twins, but we're going with that. Perhaps the weight of carrying all that gold around is starting to take its toll. Turns out someone has displayed them all along the ring ropes, and it looks lovely. When the CEO gets into the ring, she adds her TBS belt to the display. With a beaming smile, Mercedes addresses Garland, Texas, to a chorus of boos and a few strong cheers. Monet has her trademark overly confident expression all over her face as she invites Tony Darling down to the ring. Yes, we're still there. When we get Bonkers Monet, do you think we'll get more Tony-isms in her talk? Part of her going cuckoo makes her think she's the timeless one? That'd be funny, but she's definitely darling. Speaking of the timeless one, she suddenly appears on screen and the crowd erupt into cheers. Monet calls Tony a mark. And so are you, Missy Monet. We all are. That's why we're here. With another darling from Mercedes, Tony Storm tells the sound guy to hit my music. And the world goes gray, but it's rainbows in our hearts because it's time for timeless Tony Storm. The world champion is accompanied by Luther, and she is adorned in all black. She kicks off her shoes and shimmies out of her robe and walks into the ring, mic in hand. Of course, it was an interaction filled with hilarity and many quotable moments, highly entertaining, and the crowd were well into it. Mercedes' ego has hit an unmovable force in Tony Storm's bottom. It was a great promo, and as always, I recommend you go watch it because, as you all know around here, I want you to hear the brilliance coming out of the original person's mouth, especially Tony Storm, because so much gold comes out of her mouth. And, you know, me quoting it all is, I quote myself enough. We'll go with that. I quote myself enough. What is that even? She's lost the plot, people. Thank you, Garland. Not one of you did a what chant through that entire thing. Just like wisdom teeth, I hope that we all sometime, like one time, evolve out of doing the what chant at every time. Tony Storm almost got the TBS champion with her own move, the Money Maker, but Mercedes engages kicky feet and gets out of it and rolls out of the ring. The world champion celebrates appropriately, as she always does. The remarkable and Rosa's still getting away with everything. Renee Paquette is here to get the scoops from the patriarchy and FTR. Renee is wearing a beautiful one piece with a corset-like top and a red rose printed fabric, whilst Mother Wayne does me the personal favor of looking ravishing in all black. Handshake deals are made, and we are moving on. But very quickly, we are back with the Scoops Master as she interviews the Hurt Syndicate after the Hurt Syndicate leaves MJF alone to deal with a bit of business. The has remarkable comedic timing. Renee Paquette swoops in with a perfect little signed off to end the segment, and I absolutely die laughing. Please watch that. That's freaking hilarious. Far away time, baby, and not in the kinky way. Well, first, it's the awesome Megan Bain and most excellent Penelope Ford. Bain is in her crimson gear. Ford is in black kick-ass pants and purple bustier, as is tradition. Tekla is out next, and her entrance just gets better and better every time. Queen Aminata is next in her orange battle two-piece. And lastly, we have Ty Mello with Anna Jay. Everyone starts off strong. Any of these wrestlers could win the match, to be honest, but my personal money is on Miss Bain. The rivalry between Tekla and Queen Aminata only got more sweeter. The one and only gave Tekla chocolate kisses and then received some white chocolate kisses in return, which I did not think she expected. I didn't expect that. Bain throws Tekla over the top rope and into the pile of wrestlers who were on the outside getting their shit together. Anna Jay finally gets sick of Penelope's interfering, and those two end up getting into a brawl on the outside. Inside the ring, though, Bain hits Queen Aminata up and slams her into the mat with a running powerbomb. That is the third time I think she's used that move, so I hope that's becoming one of her, regular things. And if it is, I request a name, please. Because everything that she does is always more powerful. I just love it. I just love it so much. Bain ends up winning the match. I was right, but I mean, how could I not be? The remarkably, absolutely everywhere, Renee Paquette is getting Tekla's thoughts about her participating in the casino gauntlet match. But before Tekla can even reply, Queen Aminata comes running in with a battle cry and runs right into Tekla. Fists flying and they start brawling. The Chaos has invoked a wild Chaos Mage. Dem boys, Mark Brisboe. Mark Brisbane. I did it again. We're moving on. Who speaks in tongues like me. And we move on. So it's just getting more fiery and fiery and fiery against the Queen Amanata and Tekla. I'm freaking loving this. The main event involved the Death Riders, so we do get a pissed Marina. At the end of the match, she gets Mox out of the ring before extra violence does ensue. So, right now, we are swiftly parasailing over to Collision. Layla Gray! She appears in a very cool promo for the brand spanking new Sky Flight faction, which absolutely should have been called Sky High, but there is a tag team already called that, unfortunately. Sky Flight will get into my brain though. I will be able to say, I actually thought I might fuck it up when I said it here, but no, 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 it's in there. Sky Flight. Hmm. Moving on. I'm very, very happy for this faction, though. We have some good factions gaining traction in AEW. Shane Taylor Productions is a great faction with the Trisha Dora causing insane chaos with Layla Gray. So that would be good. But we're moving on. The remarkably almost got her comeuppance Renee Paquette stops Hangman backstage to get the scoops, but he tells her there is someone else that he would rather speak to. And wounds begin to heal, people. It's a beautiful thing. Mad as hell, John Moxley does not appreciate wholesome content, though, and storms into the ring with an equally pissed off Marina Shafir. She is dressed in a butt-kicking black combat gear and has some spicy words for Hangman Adam Page. Ooh, it shall be memed forever, people. The women of AEW have some iconic moments on the mic, I have to say. Please watch the clips, give them some praise, and if they make you feel something, let them know. Not, but don't be a dick. All right. Speaking of feeling something, Mother Wayne comes out with the soon to be destroyed, spoiler alert, patriarchy, and does Ma the personal favor of looking ravishing in all black. Many shenanigans ensue. Woo-hoo. Lexi Nair is there to capture the blossoming of Yarlin's 0 hour match, and things turn into quite the circus involving cookie men, child performers, suspicious characters, stone pit bulls, and a ragtag gang of Gaijin Yakuza. We'll move along. Our main event is the 8 women's tag match. This is becoming a little bit of a trend with Collision, which I quite like. If Collision ends up becoming a little bit more women heavy over there, then I wouldn't say no to that. Chris Statlander interrupts the exiting Death Riders, but it's not them she is interested in. It seems that Dark Stat shall be joining us on commentary. Fucking Yuta and Marina Shafir definitely had some death stares for Dark Stat, but she really did seem quite unbothered. She shits a brick, though, when Willow's music hits, which is a bit odd because she knew Willow was in this match. The hero of the locker room is unbothered by Darkstat. She is beaming, full of that special joy that only Willow has. Now, we are being speedy with this run through, but I would just like to express my gratitude. I would like to express my gratitude that the ad break we then had, like that we then went to, did not interfere with our entrances. Huzzah! Thank you very much. I was like, what? They're putting an ad here. I'm going to get back, and everyone's going to be in the ring. And I had a little huff. But then when we came back from the musical interlude, Mina Shitakawa's music hits, and she gets her battle shimmy in, and then the hip-shaking beats of Queen Amanada's music hits. The one and only is gorgeous in yellow, and the head-banging riffs of Thunder music. Thunder music? Thunder Rosa's music hits, and she explodes onto the stage in baby blue. So yay! I didn't miss a damn thing. Woo! Darkstat is vibing to the music, but looking anywhere but at the ring. Mega Bad's music hits, and the tag team of brilliance comes to the stage. Only Bane will be fighting in this match, but of course, your girl Penelope Ford is there with her. Tekla's music hits, and Tekla is pumped. She is ready to activate violence mode. And then after that, Julia Hart's music hits. And the Sisters of Destruction walk out to the stage together. Julia singing her incantations of power as she walks to the ring, as is tradition. Julia Hart has a new battle jacket, I just realized, and it is gorgeous. It is darker, it's a darker red, and it's got some purple shimmer through like the sleeves and the shoulders. It's freaking cool. Sky Blue is divine with all of the hair. Also doing your girl the personal favor of dressing in all black. I do hope you all know that I don't actually think they are doing me the personal favor. I'm not that deluded, right? It just rolls off the tongue hilariously, and when I get something into my verbal zeitgeist, it just comes. So I'm not delusional. Then the forever champ, the fallen goddess, the Ring of Honor world champion, and as of recording now, 50 days away from being the 1,000-day champion. And she, like me, is in a fabulous mood. Athena walks out with Billy Starks, who I really think is coming for Athena's title one day. But I'm not the only one. Billy is in a fashion world all of her own, and it is brilliantly wrestling. I feel like I always have something sassy to say about Billy Starks and what she's wearing when she's not wrestling, and I do apologize. But it ain't stopping. It's also very natural, and of course, she, like all of them, could kick my ass legitimately. So I just want to very much state it's purely in good fun. But yeah, her, her fashion choices are a choice. And ever since she did that like promo when she just kind of like stared really awkwardly at the camera for like what felt like a minute, fuck me, that killed me. And so it's just gone on from there. But I have brought all of this on myself, so if I get a sassy comeback, it's moving on. Athena leads the team of badass wrestlers to the ring, and they have one of the best matches of like Collision has ever had. Athena also has new gear, and I love it. It's like distressed long battle pants with a strappy bikini battle top, all black, and yellow shimmer kind of goes through the pants. It's fucking cool. The heels work amazing together, but so did the baby faces. They built on a lot of storylines and rivalries. One of my favorite moments was when Athena enthusiastically commands Bane to throw her through the ropes into like the pile of baby faces outside. Fuck, that popped me hard. That was hilarious. I love these multi-man matches. For this exact reason, it's just chaos. Julia gets pinned by Willow after her babe with the power bomb, and that gets the win for the good guys. Very quickly, the damsel of disaster herself, Sky Blue, kicks Willow's head off, and after-match shenanigans do ensue. Tai J ends up coming out to help the good guys, and we fade to black as all the wrestlers are just brawling into the ring. It's chaos, which of course is going to spread over into this casino gauntlet match if we get all of the women in, which would be brilliant. I also really loved the moment that Darkstat and Bane became like face to face with each other, right? It's getting all serious and shit. And you can just see, you, Missy, coming in from like the back, and then like Penelope just glomps onto her back out of nowhere and just starts choking her out whilst battle crying in her ear. Oh, it was brilliant. See, with a friend like Ford, On the fabulous Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor, which we'll be talking about now. If you have not seen it, you need to get your butt and see that. It's a brilliant pay-per-view from like beginning to end. Perfect. We of course we're going to be talking about the Vimon, but we unfortunately beat the microphone. We get unfortunate news at the ROH that the ROH Tele Champion Red Velvet is unable to defend her title due to an undisclosed injury and unfortunately has to relinquish it. While I was writing this, a memory popped into my head about the moment that Becky Lynch gave her championship to Asuka when she had to relinquish it due to her, relinquish her reign due to pregnancy. I loved the moment of Asuka finding out she was like pregnant. That was a beautiful, real moment, and it was so lovely. And during like the whole like C19 era and everything. But in regards to like the just handing the title over, even just to Asuka, who I fucking love and who is amazing and deserves all the titles, I hated that. I absolutely hated that. There should have been a tournament or a four-way to crown the new champion. It's like one of the first times I think anyone's ever done that though. And Asuka was the MVP of Lockdown for the Wubbly Wubbly. Um, but yeah, I just thought that was a very odd thing to just like have my championship. Yeah, it was very strange. But yeah, Asuka rules. And I very selfishly hope that like one day, just one day, like maybe just once for like one fun little like forbidden door. But I would love to see her and Io have some proper Joshi matches. And of course, I want to see that happen in AEW, dream Forbidden Door action. Another thought popped into my head as well. We went on a big thought popping process in here. Whilst on writing this, Evolution 2, yes, more women's pay-per-view, please, 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 please. But can we not use it as a weapon against another company next time? Thank you, because that wasn't cool. That wasn't really cool. If you listen to episode 1 or anything I've said in regards to the Wubbly Wubbly, you know where I am coming from. But in case this is your first episode watching Don't Call Me Diva, hello. I have been a fan of wrestling since I was about 6. I've seen how they portray women and how much they personally held back women's wrestling in the US and on television and in general. I used to love Stephanie McMahon, but after everything I've read and in my very own opinion, which is always expanding, I now cannot stand her and hold her responsible for this too. It took 7 years for the second pay-per-view to happen. Such a coinkydink in booking. I absolutely hate this. I want unity and change. It's just petty crap from grown-ass humans with all the decision making and power. Women's wrestling deserves better, and with the history of the Wubbly Wubbly in regards to respecting women, I am surprised that they do not refer to them as the female division. Give me my real Forbidden Door, please. We're moving on. Yeah. I hope that Red Velvet does not need surgery for her injury, and I hope that the recovery goes well. Red Velvet has held the ROH Tele Championship for 356 days and counting. We have a star-studded four-way for the interim ROH World Tele Championship. Miyu Yamashita is back. I love that she's doing this little tour around America. Like, get her in the roster more, please. She comes out first in all of her battle awesomeness. Next out, Yuka Sakazaki. She comes out, and holy flying fraggles, people! Are we correct in our law that Yuka Sakazaki is actually an ancient Oni? Because she is doing me the biggest personal favor ever by coming out in an awesome as fuck all black battle gear, which has been crafted beautifully. A yosh to that, people. Fuck, it looks cool. Woo! Persephone comes out next and also has some new all black battle gear. It is stunning and looks amazing. She looks amazing. It's like a little kind of like Arabian type of vibe to it. It's so freaking cool. Lastly, it is Mina Shirakawa in all of her colorful, sexy goodness. She does her battle dancer power, and we get underway. Of course, a four-way is chaos. Everyone is legal. Instantly, all four begin battling each other. Persephone decides to let the other three battle after interacting for a little while, and she just lines out of the ring. A beautiful dance of violence ensues, and it is an amazing match. I fully recommend you watch it if you haven't already. Persephone does a flip over the top rope that was insanely impressive and then cannonballs straight through Miu and Mina. She lands on her back with a thud. Gets up with a battle cry, so we assume all is well. But like the athleticism she did to get that perfect arch on the back flip, and it was just like from the ring, and then no, not back flip, forward flip, but still. Because I just remember, oh yeah, she landed crashing on her back to them, so she couldn't have been a backflip, which would be face titty smash. But so good. Yuka and Miyu have a glorious battle in the ring. Yuka takes a skull kick from Miyu flush. Like, no blocking, no, like, nothing. She's just, like, standing there, like, finish him. And, like, fucking Mortal Kombat. You were like, that was Yuka. And then Miyu just went off with your fucking head, woman. And she just smoosh. She is so strong and badass. It is insane. I love her so much. And if we're getting dark Yuka, I love how everyone's like either dark or non-dark, but I love it. And I honestly thought she might have won this title like a few times in this match. Persephone powers through Mina with a brutal spear, but Mina is at full power during this match. That woman did some extra little battle dancing before she came out. Every wrestler has a moment where I thought, damn, I think they're going to have this. And in the end, it was actually Mina Shirakawa. That she would be victorious with her figure four leg lock on Miyu Yamashita. Why did that not come out all of a sudden? Oh, pronunciation panic. After a vicious dragon screw to weaken up that knee she'd been working on. With Yuka and Persephone out on the floor, Miyu ends up just tapping out. No one can break up the figure four. Red Velvet has been watching ringside and steps up to Mina just so she doesn't forget who is the real champion. And we celebrate with the new ROH World Tally Interim Champion, Mina! The crowd goes wild. Everyone loves Mina. TK, give me Yuka Sakazaki on the main roster, please. Make her dark and put her with the Sisters of Darkness and Destruction, Julia Blue. Julia Blue! We'll just go with that. That would be awesome. Oh my God. I'll keep her baby face and she can go on a quest for titles, like whatever. Just give me! Give me now! The main event for Supercard of Honor is Thunder Rosa challenging Athena, the fallen goddess, the forever champ, the Ring of Honor world champion. Thunder is in new battle gear and it's a gorgeous dark purple, which looks amazing on her. Her battle shorts have these extra cutout spider web type parts and they look super cool. Oh, Athena comes out second, and I must excuse myself for one moment because the light turns on. Our forever champ is bathed in red light, and she gives us this little power up battle shimmy of her own. Oh, Athena is so badass. And she is in the coolest battle gear ever. It's like white stripes, black and red, shiny wrestling goodness. And she's accompanied by Billy Starks, who looks amazing in her own battle gear. Athena has the most victories on a club and the most defenses on a club. Athena scrambles my brain and she makes me pronounce things weirdly. But I am a grown woman and I have regained composure of myself and we are moving on. Holy flying Fraggle sickos! This match was out fucking standing. We love Thunder Rosa, but I was fully behind Athena like that. The bell rings and we have an iconic dueling chant from the crowd. They were lit. These two wrestled a glorious dance of violence, and I got legit emotional whilst watching this match. I would put this match on a list for any youngin looking to get into being a wrestler. The in-ring storytelling was top tier, outstanding, just amazing. Thunder Rosa took a nasty slam on the apron, which looked really cool. And then she took a vicious slam to the back again against the barricades. Athena then focused on injuring Thunder's back even more, which is not very nice considering she already had that colorful tape on there and she has a major history of back injuries. It was the reason why, she couldn't defend the title. Thunder Rosa has the power of battle within her, I swear. She shocks and infuriates the Forever Champ a few times with her resilience. Thunder foiled a top rope attack by Athena by kicking out her leg, quickly scampering up the ropes and bringing Athena crashing down to the mat with a Hurricane Runner. Speaking of, I misspoke in episode 20 describing a Tiaras as a Hurricane Runner a few times. Oopsie daisy, my bad. Athena rolls out of the ring to the absolute not safety of the outside. And she gets Thunder Rosa missiling through her face and then a flying Thunder Rosa with a body slam from the top rope to the outside onto Athena. Ooh. Thunder Rosa keeps the destruction going with a brutal shoulder breaker, followed by the double stomps off the top rope. It seems like Thunder Rosa is just going to let all body parts of Athena just break everything, and that is fair. Athena doesn't stay down for the pin, though, and rolls out of the ring. She takes the ref's attention with her complaining really angrily about his shoulder and flipping off Thunder Rosa, all while backing up the entrance ramp, bringing the ref with her. As Thunder Rosa goes to follow, she's not up on these shenanigans, Billy races into action and attempts some dastardly deeds on Thunder Rosa. But Thunder's experience overrides Billy completely, and Billy is the one who ends up being thrown into the steel stairs. Athena has another plan, though, and when Thunder Rosa walks up the ramp to get to Athena, Athena turns it on her and powerbombs Thunder Rosa through a table that was set up off the side of the entrance ramp in darkness. Thunder Rosa crashes through the table to the floor below. Oh! The ref is counting them out, and Athena drags herself to the ring. Thunder Rosa is also trying to make it to the ring, but some man in a headset is next to her, trying to bargain with Rosa. The ref notices this, stops the count, and goes out to check on the situation. To Athena's amazement and massive protest, because she managed to get into the ring in time, Thunder Rosa denies ending this match, pulls herself into the ring, and they start battling it out again. Athena throws all of her power at Rosa, but to her growing annoyance, Thunder Rosa will still continue to counter and kick out. Thunder Rosa cleverly counters a potential O-face by an inventive armbar that almost pulls Athena's arm out of its socket. She is kind of more focusing on the shoulder now, which is very smart. The entire arena is brought to their feet by a stupendous power bomb from Athena off the middle rope, but not even that can keep Thunder Rosa down for the three. Athena pretzels Thunder Rosa up in a side surfboard stretch. And after all of that damage that Athena has done to Thunder Rosa's already damaged back, Thunder cannot hold on any longer and she must tap out. Sickos, wrestling fans everywhere. If you have not seen this match, do yourself the favor. It is perfection. Holy shit. The forever champ, the fallen goddess, Ring of Honor world champion Athena celebrates in the ring with Billy Starks as the crowd applaud and cheer for the magnificence that they have had the pleasure of witnessing. Athena and Billy roll out of the ring with perfect synchronicity, and it just tops off an amazing pay-per-view. Y'all ready for y'all? We are in Arlington, Texas, Globe Life Field Arena of massiveness and have over 27,000 people are in attendance. So many new watchers of the show became instant fans. Not this show, that show, but it was a glorious pay-per-view. You've probably already heard already. And even though I was up from 6:45 a.m., I was still super surprised when I looked at the time and saw that it was past 12 p.m. Like, honestly, no bullshit. I'm not just saying this because I love AEW. I literally was like, oh, holy fuck, it's after 12. Didn't even notice. Wonderfully paced, I felt. It was full of emotion and surprises. As always, All In was a ending, but yet also a continuing at the same time. It's just beautiful how they can just do that. It was also a triple main event with Timeless and Monet being one of them. I ain't even going to be mad at that because that's fair. All three, 100% were main events. And yeah, all good. I know some people get like, man, if you have triple main events, then nothing the main event. But it's like, shut up. It's Casino Gauntlet Match, the second ever, and Dark Stat is the first entrance again. Will this one be more successful for her? But I don't think she will be taking Bane down for the pin before the next entrant comes in, like she has been saying. I mean, you got to be confident. You got to be confident, but realistically, I don't think that's going to happen. We get a cool as Fook promo for the women's division before the start of the match. Everyone looks badass, and literally, you should totally use that like as promo for the women's division, just like every now and then, just like throw it out there. Obviously, like change it up, but for now, throw it out there. It's brilliant. Dark Stat is out first, of course. She has new battle gear. It's gold and black with like purple snakeskin looking material in certain places. Dark Stat is a star. She is literally going to be an AEW legend for sure. She's so iconic already. Next out is Megan Bain with Penelope Ford. Penelope, you have on the sparkliest chaps in all of existence. A red cropped t-shirt and tiny battle panties. Bane is in new battle gear with all the straps in white and red and blue and gold. Bane has a new battle jacket and it is gorgeous, also in white and gold. It is so epic. The both stomp down to the ring like the badasses that they are. And frickin' Fraggles, y'all. I just love this team so much. I mean, I really, really do. The more I'm like doing this show and get to like talk about like what's going on, I'm like, oh, like you can see it. I just get really excited when they get on. As we pan Ahem, excuse moi. As we pan past Cheesecake, the person, not the food, we switch to a beautiful crowd shot from above. The whole arena looks amazing. Stage two of Awesome Entrance is completed, and now it's time for serious business, people. Darkstat and Bane meet face to face in the center of the ring. The crowd is going bonkers as they lock hands for a test of strength. Bane quickly changes tactics once it's not working and boots Stat in the gut. They run clotheslines through each other and then try to Falcon Arrow each other until Bane finally wins and gets Stat over and slams her down onto the mat. Bane lays in multiple forearms to the face of Stat, but then feels the force of Stat's Olympic slam. Bane rolls out of the ring after this, but Stat is like, nah, and follows right behind and hits Bane with her pendulum moonsault and throws her back into the ring. That pendulum moonsault is perfection. Stat stops to let out a battle cry to the immense crowd, but she shouldn't have, because Bane comes flying through the ropes and takes her out, and now it is Bane who must battle cry. Bane flies, people. You can't keep your eyes off her. Darkstat manages to counter the bow down from Bane, which shocks the hell out of the Megasus and me. The next thing Stat does shocks literally everybody as she hits Bane with the bow down herself and then kicks up from the mat with ease and basks in the glory doing that is rightly being bestowed upon her. But all that changes once did you hear that? All that changes once the hero of the locker room's music hits and Willow comes out from the back. Darkstat looks a bit nauseous, but Willow looks incredible in her Chappelle Roan inspired battle gear. Those two go at it with Willow initiating the first blow. Stat was going for the handshake, but Willow knocked the fuck out of that. Bane would break up this beautiful dance of violence with her incredible flying lariat, the Decapitator. Bane and Stat double team on Willow and give her a nasty chokeslam of doom. Bane and Darkstat are fighting each other again, but Ty Mello comes running down to the ring next in her green and fishnet battle gear. Anna Jay follows, but at a more leisurely pace. I don't know what happened to Stat during this, but Ty, squares up to Bane. I love how Ty has zero fear. It's brilliant. Ty takes Stat out with a DDT that she used Bane's body to kick off of from, and then both of them get high boots to the face. Bane shakes it off and hits Ty onto his shoulders for face descent. Ty counters beautifully out of it and puts the Nagata lock submission on Bane. Penelope saves her partner, though, by booting Ty in the back and then climbs the ropes to double team on Ty. But who is this? A wild Harley Karen has appeared from underneath the ring, doing moi the personal favor of arriving in all black with a feel the rap. She undoes all of that by pushing Penelope off the top rope. I mean, fair, but still, right? Penelope slams face first onto the apron and chaos ensues as Anna Jay gets into the ring and Ty J double suplexes Bane. Anna gets to the outside and her and Harley try to take Penelope out, but Penelope quickly assesses the situation and jets the fuck out of there. The chase is on, people. I just want to put into here afterwards backstage, Harley does a hilarious promo where she invokes the soul of Bane, like Bane, like, you know, that Bane. It's freaking hilarious. You got to watch it. Next out is, I was going to yell this, but I think my voice is going, Tekla! Okay, no, well, I'll do it anyway. She has a cool new red fabric attachment to her battle jacket, which I love. Tekla comes stomping down the ramp and takes everyone out with everything she's got, and she's got a lot. Ty eventually takes Tekla out with her DD tie, but Willow takes Ty out with the punch. Willow gives Tekla a babe with the power bomb. Dark Stat saves the pin with a net breaker to Willow. Dark Stat puts Willow in an electric chair, and then Bane flies off the top ropes, taking out Willow with a flying decapitator. Next out is the fantastic, if I might say myself, Julia Hart, accompanied, of course, by Sky Blue, who also has a lot of fun during this match. Julia Hart is in her freaking awesome lime and black battle gear. Sky Blue is dressed in China wrestling realness and looks amazing with all the hair. Julia flies off the top rope with a moonsault and takes out Bane and Stat instantly. Sky knocks out Stat and then comes into the ring to kick Bane in the face. After some excellent offense from Julia, she just does this. Like the ref's just like right there, and he's like, "Hey!" And Julia's just like, "My bad, I just get out of the ring again." Hart gets Bane in an octopus stretch, but it's broken up by a lovely gotch pile driver by Ty. A pissed off Queen Aminata in gorgeous green battle gear comes down the ramp to the ring next. And instantly her and Tekla start beating the crap out of each other. Julia Hart, Sky Blue, and Tekla do some damage in the ring. And after Hart and Tekla's tandem move of pain, the countdown begins again. And Mina Shirakawa hits the ring and has to deal with Sky Blue first, which she does with ease. Sky gets put in the figure four leg lock and she just taps out furiously. But because Sky Blue is in the ring, Mina lets go and thinks she's won the whole thing. But the ref must break the terrible news that, well, no, she was just shenanigans, not actually in the match at all. Next out, it's our forever champ, the American Joshi, the fallen goddess, the Ring of Honor world champion, Athena, and she is running full speed down the ramp and takes Sky Blue and Julia out with a double clothesline of doom. Everyone is on their feet as Athena literally demolishes absolutely everybody. Athena is so quick and strong, and she almost won the whole goddamn thing right there. Thunder Rosa's music hits and she runs down to the ring as well. Thunder lays into Athena and they continue where they left off on Supercard of Honor, which after just talking about that, I'm like, how? Next up is a Joshi superstar, Syuri. And Mina looks quite happy about it. She is in gorgeous Joshi battle gear, all in purple, and she's brilliant. Athena steps up, but soon it's just Mina and Syuri, and they get all Joshi with it in Texas. We do not have time to learn about Syuri, but we will no doubt get another time in the future. She has to deal with an injury first, but then she'll be back. Mina's hand is also reportedly broken from this match too. Ooh. Alex Windsor. Oh, Syuri's injury wasn't from this match, but I'll get into that later. Alex Windsor is out next, and she legs it down to the ring to exchange hands with Syuri. These two have already gotten history, and it shows. They engage in a beautiful dance of violence until the pin is broken up by absolutely everybody in the match. In an in-ring brawl of absolute madness erupts in the ring, which eventually then turns into chaos on the outside of the ring. Athena hits the apron hard on the shoulder that got worked over on the night before. Finishes are being hit left, right, and center. And then Darkstat wows everybody by power bombing Bane off the apron onto the pile of wrestlers who were brawling on the outside. Only Julia Hart managed to escape. Literally have never, ever, 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 ever seen anyone literally like sit down power bomb someone onto a pile of people. So cool. Very, very cool. In the end, Athena hit Mina with a glorious O face as she was putting the figure four leg lock on Thunder Rosa. And then she smushes Mina into the tiniest tight package and gets the win. Athena now has a contract to face the world champion whenever she wants to. Yosh! Everyone is going nuts, and so was I. Oh my God, Athena is so powerful. She's so powerful. You see the moves that Bane and Stat do. Both of them do what I call like the meat lollipop. Like when they have someone in like, on their back for like the Samoan drop and then like the other person's in the front for like a fall away slam. Athena does that too. Athena is like, I'm not short shaming. Athena is like, woo, and like Bane and like Stat are like, woo, and she matches them in all power. Sometimes I would even say eclipsing them. That might be biased though. Right now, so back to Siri and her injury. It's an elbow injury that she needs to take care of, and she's been needing to take care of it for a little while. So she's going to deal with that, but she has said that she will definitely be back. And in regards to Mina Shirakawa's broken hand, just the day after she wins the interim ROH World Tele title, apparently, according to Mr. Tony Schiavone, it happened during that last O-face of the match that won Athena the gauntlet match. Yeah. No idea what the plans will be in regards to going forward with Mina's ROH interim championship run now. I mean, I don't know nothing about injuries. I know with hands, like they're pretty, a pain in the ass. You can only do so much. Maybe if she can get like a big ass like mitt, she can like still wrestle. I don't know. We'll find out. One of the most amazing things happened on this pay-per-view. For one, there were many, many live musical singing things going out, and not just one, like multiple, and they all went really well, like really, really well. Even I didn't realize that MVP did like a verse on like the "We Hurt People," and he like came out and like did his like verse as well. Fuck, that was a cool moment. But we're not talking about him. We are talking about JoJo. I have loved JoJo since I first started watching wrestling again. I thought she was an amazing ring announcer. Her look was so cool. Yeah, big fan of JoJo. She comes out and she is in all gold, and I literally lose my shit. Like I really, really lose my shit. I think I said fucking JoJo, like fucking JoJo. It came out of my mouth at least 7 times in a row. I even like went to Threads and was just like, fucking JoJo. She sang Ain't Nobody by Shaka Khan, which used to be Swerve Strickland's entrance theme. So she sang it for him. Um, she sang it amazingly. Cue, like literally top unexpected pay-per-view moment of the year right there. She sung it with power. Tears welled up in my eyes. It was a moment that even now, like giving me, chills just thinking about it. Fuck, it was that was a moment. She fucking rocked that. Just on stage, like all alone. No one else was there. No one else was on that stage with her. Just JoJo and her amazing gold dress singing that fucking song to like over 27,000 people who were just going mental. Fuck, it was so good. In Mother Wayne news, her and her sons have turned on the patriarch Christian Cage with the help of FTR. Now, this brought out Namaste, and things have taken quite the turn. But we're moving on. It's world title match time! Woo! The CEO comes out and she is glamorous in white and gold battle gear. She has six cheerleaders wearing all of her belts, which is so fucking cool. And there are a few extra cheerleaders just for fun. Mercedes Moné wears a long coat with all of the names of the wrestlers that she has defeated written on it in gold. The CEO sits on the back of like a Cadillac. I think it was a Cadillac, and her jacket is just spread along the back of it, like beautifully. She is freaking iconic. I will take no other words on this. You can, as I've said before, you can you know, not like Monet for fun, as long as you know that you're just doing it for fun. Like if you think of it as for real, then you've got problems. But if you're just having some fun because she's a heel and it's fun, like like I hate on fucking Yuta and the suspicious one. It's just fun. Like if you got me on like real talk, I'd be like so there you go. What was I saying? She's freaking iconic. That's what I was saying. Fireworks explode in the arena and Mercedes walks down to the ring. Next out, the world champion, timeless Tony Storm. She walks slowly to her spotlight, cane in hand, and then with a few theatrical flurries, she discards both cane and jacket, and she reveals an amazing black and white battle gear fit for any top slop tart. We get some CEO chants, but it is timeless all the way, people. They square up, fists up, and begin one of the greatest women's matches to date. These two wrestlers have now been involved in multiple matches that have literally changed women's wrestling forever afterwards. Tony plays around with Mercedes, but Monet is all serious, and the mind games from the Timeless One infuriates the CEO. It's all part of Storm's battle plan, though, to get under the skin and in the head of Mercedes. Mercedes does a cool as fuck Meteora off the apron onto Tony, who was being carried by Luther. Monet breaks Luther's glasses and he's out for like the rest of the match. Him and Tony do a adorable tandem. Adorable? Yeah, we'll go with that. Tandem move on the CEO. She's on the apron. Tony is on Luther's shoulders and she grabs Mercedes by the head and she tells Luther to go. And they just like run along and she like slams Mercedes onto the mat. It's so funny. So funny. Mercedes takes the world champion down to Pain Town and Avalanche Sunset flips her into the ring. She then Sunset flips her into the turnbuckles and then she receives a rough power bomb onto the floor. A power bomb, not a power bloom. Mercedes tries to submit the Timeless One with a head scissors, but nah, it ain't happening, Missy. It is Meteora party time, as is tradition with the CEO, and Tony looks rattled. But she's awoken with a burst of power and a battle cry after a stiff chop. A absolute glorious dance of wrestling violence ensues between these two outstanding wrestlers, both hitting the proverbial brick wall in each other's talent and also resilience, countering everything. After a long flurry of hard-hitting offense, I made an offense with that. Both wrestlers knock each other down simultaneously and crash down onto the mat, exhausted. Every single person in the arena gets on their feet, and I get that big swell of pride in my heart just being able to witness this whole thing unfold. The Hollywood ending changed wrestling. I believe this match between the world champion Timeless Tony Storm and the CEO, 6 belts, 4 belts in a jet ski, Mercedes Moné, has done it again. This is what I wanted my entire time. I have been a fan of wrestling, along with the women's tag titles, but we're gonna. And it is here. We witnessed it. We have been witnessing it this entire year, and the beautiful build up to this moment with the whole of AEW's reign, with the amazing work that Mercedes did as Sasha Banks and Bailey and even Charlotte Flair. I know people hate on Charlotte Flair, but she's amazing. She was like the first big, like superstar power woman, for a while in like the big times. All of those women did amazing, and I want better for them, which is why I want them to leave WWE. Because I just want better for all of them. But like, you know, moving the frick along. The ref checks on both wrestlers while they're down, and they are food. But still to go. Still to go. Still good to go. This is a match they will be studied for years to come by future wrestlers, I swear. The last 5 minutes of this match is, if you can believe it, any more amazing than anything I have already seen before. Tony, excuse me, Tony pulls out new moves that I could not find anywhere, but holy shit, it was cool. Swear it was like a mishmash of a few things. Oh, mwah. Mercedes throws her plethora of meteors at Storm. Every fiber of Monet and Storm's bodies went into this match. When 3 consecutive Storm Zeros don't get the CEO down for the pin, Mercedes tries a tight little package of her own, but is denied. Timeless leaves lipstick on the CEO's lips, and with a breathtaking avalanche Storm Zero, Timeless Tony Storm, the world champion, gets the win over the TBS champion, breaking her all-in losing streak and giving Mercedes her first ever win and filling me with all of the joy. Like, I know the CEO like technically lost, but no one lost in that match, that's for sure. The whole arena erupts into cheers because I swear there were a bunch of people who were like, Mercedes is getting this, Mercedes is getting this. Timeless walks to the back while the CEO needs some assistance to get to the back. And that, my dear lovelies, is the end of All In Texas. After talking about all that, I feel the same kind of like just happiness and also exhaustion from watching it all. I just felt all the energies like come back, and it was so goddamn good. Like I said, I did not even feel the time at all. It really did just fly by. We got everything we wanted with the gauntlet match. It actually happened. We wanted like a nice solid like 30 to 40 minute gauntlet with all of the women coming in, and we got that. It was so cool. The women's match went on for like a solid, I forgot to check the time, but it was a long freaking time. Nothing felt rushed. Nothing felt like we need to do this a bit quicker because we're running out of time. Nothing like that happened. It just felt really fucking good. And Y'all In was a good time. It was a brilliant time. Head by all. And I freaking loved it. And now I need to go take a rest because I'm exhausted. What are your thoughts on this week's discussion, my lovely, lovely sickos? If you so wish, you can leave them as a comment in the appropriate sections wherever you are. Let me know if there are any wrestlers, women, of course, or matches you'd like me to talk about. And if you would be so kind as to like and subscribe, we are up to like 109. Whilst you were there, I'd be very, very grateful. You can find me lurking threads at Bex_Bastet and under a tree in Blue Sky at Bex-Bastet. Today, I want to shout out more women's wrestling if I haven't already, because more women's wrestling! No more now more using women's wrestling as a weapon. I'm looking at you, wobbly wobbly. I, as always, want to thank you to Shane, my excellent producer, editor, promoter extra, Go check out some of his work on Ethos Network, which you can see. Nope, 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 nope. I need to go sit down. Go, go check out sickosclub.com and Sickos Club on Threads. You've never met a more inclusive, smart, kind, and talented bunch of silly sausage until you hook up with the sickos. This was Don't Call Me Diva. Women's Wrestling Rules! Don't be a dick.